The Code Cran podcast is intended for a mature audience. We like to use naughty words.
Well, hello there. Good morning. I am super excited for this. Hold on, let me just. There we go. Welcome to Digimon Beatbreak Emergency Showcase. Um, I'm really looking forward to this. I can't wait to see what they have in mind, what they're going to show off. Wait, the cast, the new Digimon. I'm looking forward to seeing the new, the other cast's partners. Really hoping, I'm up for that Red Panda like Tanuki energy. Like, let's go on that one. Um, But I see Yuki in both the Twitch and YouTube chats. Thank you so much for joining in. As you can see, I have the official stream open, and I see Tharin in the chat. I see Mystic Digital over there. I see Tiny Iron Fist. A lot of our regulars over on the official chat. I see. So I see you. But But yeah, no, once this kicks off in 60 seconds, oh boy, I got this. Hey, Justin, does this Gekomon give you Gamamon vibes? Um, Kinda, I do see it. I see what you mean by that. But once this starts up, I will be full screening the event, so we won't have the official chat there, but oh, I should really, yeah, give it a like. And you should also give this video a like if you're watching on the YouTube side. So, I wasn't sure whether I was going to stream this or just record something for it and upload it afterwards. But I was like, nah, I want to be in the moment for it. I want to be able to share it. I want it to, I want to be surprised. It says premiere will begin shortly, so we're just waiting. Surprise stream, yeah. It's starting, is it? Come on. Do I need to refresh? Uh, is it? Oh, are we go? Are we good? Is it starting? Just spinning, spinning, spinning. Hey, Theron, good to I see you. I also see Ali over on the official chat. Oh, oh, that's loud. Ow, my freaking ears. Right, hopefully that's not too loud on you guys. I'm digging this haunted music, though. Oh no. Oh no, is the stream dying? That's their fault, that's not me. With so many people in their chat, it's breaking. Five, four, three, two, one. Hey, it's Masaru. There we go. Remember, there's no dub. You know, that's fine. We'll work it out as we go along. Should I shrink down a bit? There, is that better? Oh. Oh, hold on. I gotta... Bigger is better? The rare subs? They're not popping up. Okay, oh, there we go. Okay. On our... Right, There we go. Chat, you're just gonna have to, like... Can I... It's a shame I can't make the chat box a bit more... transparent? We've only done 2 episodes. Oh, okay. Hey, Meg! If I could have chat up here, that would work out for me. You know, that'd be fine. If we could just have, like, chat there. Can we? I don't know if I can invert it, though. Right. I think we're just gonna have to do without the chat box for now, unless I rearrange the whole thing. I can see you guys. It's a bit low? Okay, I can higher it up. Just the original music was loud. So I can... Is that okay? Cover their faces? No! Don't be rude to the actors. Don't be rude to the actors. Dingmon's kind of blocking the text. what? If I had the chat up there, he would be, yeah.
新しいデジモンについてもっと知りたい。どんな世界観なんだろうってことを、まあ2話目なので、結構日々、ここはどうなんですかとか、こんなキャラクターどうなんですか、どんなデジモンなんですかっていうのを本当にディスカッションしながら、監督含めてみんなで。
I do love how her outfit is Gekomon colored, yeah. Also, Eitaro, hello.
デジモンラブなんですよ。僕アメリカに住んでた頃にアニメ見てたんですよ。そう
向こうで。
向こうで。
じゃあデジモン愛 vs
デジモンラブっていう形で、はい、楽しくやっていきたいと思います。
I hope we get to see what the new Digivice looks like. I hope we do.
さすがですか。何から来るんだろうっていうね。
それでは First Information 情報その1、最初は本日から YouTube でも公開のデジモンビートブレイクのメイン PV を見てもらいます。
これよ。
まだ見てない。
全然見てないです。
早速びっくり。
So we've got our first promo video? Nice.
どのような PV になっているか Let's check it out.
The points. They're adorable. Oh, oh wow.
理想的ね。なんかつまんなくね。
Oh, this animation is beautiful.
デジモン。
Also, I kind of love that just like Gamamon, his first instinct is just to bite him. Ooh. Yeah! It's a Retsuko partner! Let's glitch the future. Tasty friendo. Can we watch it? We're gonna watch that again, don't worry. Hey, Reiko!
いいキャッチコピーですね。なんか自分の声をこうトモローの声として自分は出してるんですけど、聞いたことないわけですよ。
So, I'm gonna do this. Probably easier for copyright reasons as well. And then we can put the chat back up so I can see what you guys are saying. I'm loving the Tanuki partner. It's the animation is so beautiful.
月光門がこう出会った時のあの感じ、なんか自分が初めてこう選ばれし子供になりたかった世代だったから、あの時の感覚をすごく思い出して、あ、今はみゆさんがトモロで私が月光門なんだなっていうなんか不思議な気持ちで、でもだけどすごくエモーショナルな気持ちに今なりましたね。
いろんな気持ちがね。
はい。わーって今。
ワクワクしました。
素です。
いやマジで本当に
今初めて我々見ましたからね。
やっぱこうデジモンのこの疾走感っていうか、戦いの中のああいうものがね、やっぱワクワクさせるんですよね。
もうちょっと月光門が自分の下で目ん玉舐めてるっていうところがまたちょっとそういうアニマル系。
Yeah, I love that where he licks his own eyes. I'm like, that's a thing that reptiles do.
いやだから今日もさっきアフレコの時に話して質問したんだけど、声あれ喉大丈夫なのっていう。
確かに。
結構負担のかかる声してんじゃないのって。
そうなんですけど、でも割と平気なんですよね。でも今後だから月光門がどう進化していくかによって私も変えていかなきゃいけないんで、そこはまだ未知なんですけど。
Red Panda I'm still okay with. That was what we were saying on the stream last night. Some sort of like Red Panda Tanuki partner would be amazing. So we're definitely going to go back and watch that again afterwards. So we're going to get to meet the rest of the cast.
早速こちらの画面をご覧ください。人間の感情から生まれる E パルスは AI サポートデバイスサポタマのエネルギーとして活用されていた。目覚ましい発展を遂げるその陰で恐るべき怪物が現れる。 E パルスを食らって進化する生命体デジモンである。テーマトモローはサポタマから突如現れた月光門との出会いをきっかけに非日常へと巻き込まれていく。
I doubt Geckomon's gonna be in Time Stranger. Probably not, but maybe DLC? Maybe? Please?
人間とデジモンが描く新しい未来とはというイントロダクションですね。これはでもなんかこう読み上げるだけでもなんかこうどういう展開になるのかって本当気になりますね。
結構情報量が多いものなので、結構今一回聞いただけでやっぱり理解するのはかなり難しいと思うんですけれども、僕らもねまだねいろいろ勉強しながらというか、この世界観のこの言葉っていうのはどういう意味合いなんだろうとか、この世界で生きてる僕たちにとってこの
Sapotama is the new Digivice. That's what I was wondering when I saw that thing he was holding and like using it like an old rotary phone but with apps. I was like, oh, is that the Digivice? So
やっぱりその1話のアフレコがあった時に監督からやっぱりこの世界観の話とあと一人一人のついてのそのキャラクターの深掘りを聞くんですけど、1聞いたら50、100出てくるくらいやっぱり設定というかドラマがあるので、それが今後どうアニメーションのエピソードの中に組み込まれていくかっていうのは私たちも楽しみにしてますね。
私こう見ていく中で多分今1回で分からなくて、
oh, thank you for the screenshots, Yuki.
だって腑に落ちることがいっぱいあると思うんですよね。なので今分からなくても不安に思わなくていいと思いますし、まあ本当新しいデジモンを作ろうっていう、今までは結構デジタルの中に行くっていうのがね、
The female character design is really good.
やっぱり現代がもうデジタルと
But that red panda is, oh my god, I think I might love it.
まあそれが本当に今
I love that it's got little Gatchmon hands.
感じながらやってます。
今までのデジモンのアニメの方もなんですけど、何回か見直すともっとそこの楽しいところとかもあったりするから、もう何回でも見れるっていう感じはありますもんね。
そうですね。
なんか1話の情報量も結構あって、なんか情景とかも描かれていくんですけど、後々その情景
Oh, cool. They just uploaded the trailer by itself. Lovely.
いいですね。ありがとうございます。以上イントロダクションでした。Information number 3、デジモンビートブレイクを彩るスタッフ紹介でございます。原案本郷昭義、シリーズディレクター宮本博明、シリーズ構成山口亮太、キャラクターデザイン
Okay.
小島貴弘、デジモンデザイン
Kenji Watanabe is it? Okay, nice. As the designer, that's good.
浅沼明宏、
Ryota Takaguchi, I saw. That was a name.
出
Okay.
産設計横山小夜子、 CG ディレクター大曽根祐介、撮影監督石山智之、編集西村栄一、そして音楽は、桶狭間ありささんです。はい、これはあれですよね。もう
A lot of familiar faces and names, yeah. And obviously some new ones, but yeah.
もうみんながデジモン好きだっていう人たちが集まってるので、現場もアフレコスタジオ1はすごい人多かったよね。
多かったですね。
もうなんかみんなのこう熱気とやる気と面白くするんだっていうなんかそういうものが伝わってくるなんか第1話の収録だったなと思いました。
ありがとうございます。以上スタッフ紹介でございました。Information number 4、続いてはなんとデジモンビートブレイクのキャラクター情報紹介。
Right, let's go.
しました。
Let's go. Character introductions. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do the thing.
一緒のキャラクターは天馬智郎、キャラクターボイスは入野美優さんです。15歳、何事にも車に構えてしまう。兄の影響でよくドラムスティックを手にリズムを刻んでいる。ある目的のためゴールデンドーンに加入する。好きなものはハンバーグとドラム、嫌いなものはブロッコリー、ルールというキャラクターとなっております。ブロッコリーとルールって結構なんか、
はい、このブロッコリーっていうワードは
Broccoli is a great vegetable.
やっぱかなり
Stupid kid.
大切になってくるものなんですね。まあ多くは語りませんけれども、なんかとってもなんかこうなんだろう重要になってくるキーワードの一つかなという。
なるほど。
はい、
まあ結構毎日ブロッコリー食べてる人間としてはちょっとショックなんですけどね。ブロッコリー嫌いっていうのはね、本当に。
やっぱこの彼のやっぱキャラクターで好きなところなんですけど、僕は、まあ嫌いなものルールって書いてありますけど、一番のセリフでもそういうことがあったんですけど、やっぱこのデジタル、まあ、サポタマっていうものがあって、まあ今の僕たちの生きてる社会もそうですけど、なんかこう作品作る時の数字だけになったりとか、
In other words, edgy boy.
同じものをみんなが目指していてね、平均みんな同じもの、みんな同じもの、ルールを守ろう。
His hair is purple.
それはダメだよって言われるような社会がやっぱ
Yeah, it was. I think it was the
そ
lighting.
のルールっていうものに縛られるのは嫌だと。 だけどそのルールの中で生きなきゃいけないっていう自分もいて、なんかそういう世間と自分のこの求める自由っていう理想との葛藤を持ってるっていうところがすごく魅力的だし、僕もすごく共感する部分で、今現代生きてるみんながこう窮屈に感じてる部分もあるんじゃないかなと思っていて、なんかそういう部分をこのトモロー
Oh, stir fry broccoli is amazing.
ブレイクしてくれる
Broccoli is just a good vegetable. People need to, broaden their horizons a bit.
なんかブレイクしてくれるんじゃないかなっていう、まだ2話しか僕撮ってないんでわからないんですけど、なんかその先に僕はそういうものを期待してます。
いやでもイリノさんのそのトモローラブも今とても感じました。
いや本当になんかこう今この役をやれるってことは僕自身すごくなんか感慨深いものが
Rule 1, murder is bad.
少年役、僕子役からやってたんですけど、
I thought Rule 1 was the doctor lies.
等身大でこう挑んできた役がいっぱいあって、で今年齢を重ねて、まあタイプの違うキャラクターをどんどんやるようになったんですね。ありがたいことにいろいろやらせていただくようになって、それがなんかこう20代やってた頃の役が再びこう舞い戻ってきたような感じ、今この役をやれるっていう。ただその等身大では挑めないぞっていうところの難しさはあるんですけど、でもやっぱ経験したことがいっぱいあって、そのともろくんが抱えているその中に葛藤だったりとか、なんかちょっと車に構えてしまう、鬱としたそのなんかっていう部分はなんか今いろんなことを経験したからこそここに乗せられるものなんじゃないかなっていうのを感じてます。
いいですね、ありがとうございます。それでは次のキャラクター行きましょうか。
The Saver's Head Rider. Yeah.
かわいい。
Oh, look at the little goober. Look at the little goober.
めぐみさんです。トモロのサポタマから生まれたデジモン。ついに腹ペコで食欲を満たすのが最優先。何にでも
Always hungry, like a Digimon protagonist mon should be.
嫌いなものは我慢となっております。
好きなものと嫌いなものは今初めて知りましたね。
あ、そうなんだ。
なんかデジモンってまあサポタマから生まれて、なんかその E パルスっていうのをまあエネルギーにしてるんですけど、人間のもの食べるんだみたいな。
確かにね。
A chance for Karada return. Could you imagine this ends up being a like the Saver's Head Rider just okay. So Karada went from Savers to Doki Doki. To and then back to the Beatbreak universe.
衣からやんなきゃいけないんで、ちょっと20分ほど待てますか？
待てないんだってな。
やっぱこうなるんだ。ありがとうございます。
すごいな。はい。結構無茶なことし
無
ます。
茶なことやります。
何が出てくるんだろう。
今何が始まったんだ
俺の方が不安になっちゃったよ。
隣のお客さん、はい、ブロッコリー定食出ました。
食べない。
うわ
いやいや、ちょっと俺できないから。ちょっと違う。
ちょっとそれ違うかもしれない。
全然違いますよ。
またともろとも違う。
俺が食べないって言っただけです。
こういうのやるの本当大好きなんでごめんなさい。
いや、とんでもないです。
でも班長はあれですよ。今もうこの衣装としてこの色着てますけど、違うんです。カメラの前だからじゃないんですよ。アフレコ現場はね、
ちょっと恥ずかしいね。
ちゃんと月光門の色で着てるんですよ。
まだ2話なんでね、家にある。
1話にはでもあるんだと思って。
そうですね、ありましたね、ちょうど緑が。なんかなるべくこう、なんだろう、色で。
I love the energy these two have.
がよくあるんで、緑をなるべく着て臨みたい。
Like these two click so well, it seems. I'm really enjoying their banter.
サポタマから生まれたってありますけど、彼自身はすごく自由で、自由奔放で、表情も豊かで、なんか人懐っこくていたずらっ子なんですよね。だからトモロから生まれた？なんかさっきみゆさんがなんかこうトモロはまあ自由に生きたい部分もあるけどルールもあってその狭間で悩んでるって言ってたんですけど、月光門は自由なんですよ。だからなんかなりたい自分と縛られたくない自分と、でもやっぱり社会に収まってる自分みたいなところをもう月光門が初めにまあブレイクしてるってところもまああるんですけど、まあ今後そのなんだろうな、トモローの感情の高鳴りについて月光門がどうなっていくのかっていうのも楽しみにしていきたいところだなというふうに思いますね。
そう人もう最高のパートナーですね。
でもなんかまだちょっとパートナーとしてはどうなんだろうな。なんか結構自由なんで本当に。
本当自由ですよ。画面を縦横無尽に本当にね
駆け巡るんですよね。
駆け巡ってるんですよ。
でやっぱり舌が出てるのがデフォルトなので、この下のねスペックがまたすごいんですよ。
さっきの PV もちょっとね動いて
動いて
たけど
ましたけど、
ね
これが強いんですよね割と。
Tomorrow has a secret gremlin
じゃない
side.
んですか？
はい、
おっと
他のキャラクターの紹介もしていきます。
おっと
Come on.
はい、お次はサクヤレーナ、キャラクターボイスは、
Ah, that design is so based.
の鉄砲玉、最前線で敵を
She looks familiar though.
役目、戦局を打開するためにインパルスを使い果たしてぶっ倒れることもしばしば。好きなものは杏仁豆腐、縫い集め、そして嫌いなものはヘビ。なるほど。
縫い集めってぬいぐるみですか？
ぬいぐるみですね。
なんかこう絵的にはこうクールに見るけど。
Meg was right about the shorts anyway.
はい。
But
なるほど。そして
that design is so good.
プリスティモン。
Pristimon. Oh my god, it's a puppet. Look at it.
レーナの相棒。アライグマのような見た目だが性格は姉御肌。レーナとは幼い頃から家族同然に育ってきた。
Oh my god,
好きなものは紅茶、嫌いなものはきつい香水と。
ぬいぐるみっぽいね。
確かに。
確かに。次はクオンジマコト、キャラクター
Oh,
関根有沙
fancy boy.
10歳、ゴールデンドーンの分
Age 10. Okay, that's not.
最後と担当。
It does look like an Atmon. It's got like Gatchmon's like
時
hands.
には相手に容赦ない言い方をすることがある。好きなものはホラー映画
Yeah, Uamano 2.0, really, huh?
映画鑑賞っていうのすごいですね。
Like watches horror movies, huh?
ほら、
そうなの？
怖い話とかすごい好きです。
10 years old and watching horror movies. That's relatable. Oh, wow.
ボイスは久野美咲さん。
Sharapmon, huh?
デジモン。オタク気質で気になることはチェックしないと気が済まない。独り言のようにボソボソ喋るのが癖。
Like Hackmon, but a bat.
嫌いなものは人混みと。なるほどね。ちょっとそのホラー映画鑑賞が好きっていうのがなんかちょっとキャラクターに出てる感じで、ちょっとホラーっぽいのもありますよね。いいですね。お次のキャラクターは沢城京。キャラクターボイスは、あざかみ洋平さんですね。ゴールデンドーンのリーダー、最強クラスの実力を持つ天才クリーナー。
So like a proper adult character. That's interesting.
好きなものは料理、裁縫、嫌いなものは早起きと。なるほど。裁縫が好きで、早起きが嫌いっていうのはうちの奥さんですね。でもなんかこう最強クラスなのに
Hey, my roommate also enjoys sewing and hates waking up early. Relatable.
そうですね。結婚したいキャラクターかもしれないですね。
さらっていくんですよ、全部ね。
確かに。そして、今日のパートナーは村雨も。
Whoa! Furry bait! Look at him go!
今日のパートナーです。当時は圧倒的な強さを誇るが、普段は進化前のクーガモンとして寝ていることが多い。
Cougarmon?
修行
Oh no.
嫌いなものはミント。確かに修行はすごいしてるっていう感じだけど、ちゃんと休んで体を強くするっていうのもやってますね。寝ることっていうの
ね、しっかり。
はい。でこれ
Dislikes
嫌いなもの
mint.
がミントっていうのがまた可愛い。
Cougarmon's in the website. Meg!
エピソードとしてぜひ描いてほしい。
ね。
このキャラクターたちみんなで果たしてどういうデジモンの世界になるのか楽しみですね。
いやそうですね。しかもなんかやっぱパートナーとの出会いとかもなんか描かれていくといいなって私自身はちょっと思ってます。
確かに。
どうやって生まれてきたのか。
So the
なんと公開された
was that thing's name
コメントがデジモンビート
Murasama? I have to go back and look at that thing's name again.
楽しみください。
今日みんな考えてましたよ。書かなきゃって言ってたよね。
で、そう考えようコメントとか。
But he looks like
まさに裏話今
he looks like a mode change or an evolution for like Black Garurumon.
デジモンビートブレイクのメインビジュアルでございます。
Main
こ
visual.
ちらをご覧ください。
All right. Oh, that's amazing.
メインビジュアルだ。
Oh, that's so good.
おしゃれですね。
Hello, new phone
なんか
wallpaper.
完成されたものを見るとなんか始まったっていう気持ちになりますか？
やっぱアフレコンと
Muramasamon, yeah. And then it's usually asleep in its Cougarmon form, so
上がりましたね。
ビジュアルってやっぱよりこうなんだろう。
that sword that it's holding is badass.
これ俺声できるんだっていうね。
Aesthetically, I love this. Aesthetically, I love this cast already. I love them.
本当になんか斬新なの。
They're so different and varied.
本当にこだわりがいっぱい見えますし、何よりこのキャラクターもそうなん 背景だったりとか美術っていうところを見ていただく。
Also, Meg, he's wearing Crocs. Tomorrow's wearing Crocs.
情報がぜひ。
もうお二人のトークがあまりにも良くて、このカメラの後ろにプロデューサーとディレクターがってすごいうなずいてくれてるんで、グーサインまで来てますからね。ありがとうございます。さあ PV にも記載されていましたが、デジモンビートブレイク、日本では10月5日より、毎週日曜朝9時からフジテレビ。
Oh yeah, it is very reminiscent of like the Next Order key art. I see what you mean there.
公式 X から投稿されますので、ぜひリポストをお願いします。
Also, hi, Static.
デジモンビートブレイクの世界最速第1話先行上映会の追加情報でございます。はい、すでに告知はされていますが、デジモンエキスポが9月20日21日に東京ドームシティプリズムホールで開催されます。9月20日のデジモンビートブレイク世界最速第1話先行上映会で出演されるゲストの方の情報公開です。こちらの画面をご覧ください。
Corvidae.
はい、月光門役韓めぐみさん、昨夜玲奈役の黒沢智也さん、そしてプリスティモン役の田村睦美さん、久遠寺誠役の関根有沙さん、キロ部門役の久野美咲さん、
Nora Samemon. Daiki Hamano. We're gonna have to look into these actors and see what they've been in before.
世界最速先行上映会にご出演されます。あれともろ
ですか。ともろお休みです。
お休みですか。
はい。ちょっと僕がちゃんと舞台やってて、スケジュールちょっとってなっちゃって、でも大丈夫です。舞台やってる最中、本番中はデジモンのこと考えながら。
愛だよ。だけどもちろんちゃんとご心配なさらないでください。1話にはともろ出ます。
出ますし、まあもう僕はもういろんなところでこうデジモンをね、こうやって愛を語ることができたので、この皆さんがまだ語っていない皆さんが散々デジモン愛を語ってくれると思います。
それも楽しみですね。
That's a very diplomatic way of doing that. Well done.
これに開催されるデジモンエキスポ Day2 にて行われるデジモンビートブレイク第1話上映会。
You know, it's sad that he's got a conflicting schedule because of his other work. But yeah, he's an idol or a singer as well, right? So to be able to say, look, I've had my turn to speak, let other people say their piece, that's mwah, chef's kiss. That's a beautiful way of saying, yeah, it's sad, but
私たちも知らないことをここで話される気がします。
いやいや、絶対ありますよ。だってもうこの3人の方が一番知ってるんですから。
そうですね。
確かにそうですね。さあ、このデジモンエキスポのチケットのお申し込みですが、現在一時募集受付中でございます。入場方法やチケット情報は引き続きデジモンエキスポ公式サイトからご確認ください。お楽しみに。さあ、これにより8月1日時点でのお知らせは以上になりました。いろんな情報ありましたが、いかがでしたか？
how is a 10-year-old allowed to watch scary movies? I'd ask myself and Meg. We were that's quite relatable, actually.
イベントももうキャストの方もスタッフチームの方も両方ぜひ見ていただいて、まあ放送に向けて高めていただきたいなと思います。よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございます。ハンさんもどうぞ。
今回感情を食らうっていうのが一つのテーマ、感情っていうのが一つのテーマになってまして、なんかこうやっぱり日常ある時にこう鬱屈とされてる、こう押さえつけられている、きっと皆さんもともろみたいな気持ちを抱えてる方も多いかもしれませんし、なんかそういうもののこうなんか人の心に共鳴してデジモンも変化を得るんですよ今回。だから皆さんも見ている皆さんにとってもなんかこの心の鼓動が高まる瞬間っていうのが多分デジモン見てた世代の方はもちろんですし、こっからデジモンを始めてくださる皆さんにも響くものになってくるんじゃないかなと思いますし、何より私はもうやっぱり無印のデジモンが放送されてた日曜朝9時のフジテレビにやっぱ枠として帰ってくるデジモンっていうのがやっぱ胸熱なんで、ぜひ皆さんリアルタイムでもぜひご覧いただきたいなと思ってます。よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございます。デジモンビートブレイクは10月より放送開始でございます。これからも情報をお待ちください。それでは皆様、 ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
待ち遠しい。
私も。
俺も。俺違うな。違う。なんか声が違ったなと。
Oh yeah, the whole respond to emotions thing has so much potential for like dark evolutions and such. So I'm looking at Reina's actress, and holy crap, I know her from so much. Let's right, so let's shrink this down for a sec, because that was great. But I want to pull up, what is it, behind the voice actors? Oh yeah, sure. We had Hiroshi Kamiya up the other, last night. So, Heroes the Bat. That's interesting. Hey, Theron. What did you think? Okay, so let's start with let's just start with Reina, and we'll circle back around then, because Megumi Han we've talked about before. She has had several Digimon roles, but in the past, Nokia Shiramine, Iru, Suzaki, and other roles here and there, right? So Tomoyo Kurosawa. Like Kurosawa movies? So don't think it's this anyway. She cute though. So she is Mizuki from The Somnium Files, which is amazing. She plays these characters in 100 Line. I haven't played that game yet, so I don't know. She was Miyu Jujo in Tribe 9. I only watched the anime for that, so I don't think I remember her, but she's the main character. She's Machu for Mobile Suit Gundam G Quooks. Ren in Go-Go Loser Ranger. Adele in Free Ren. Rebecca in the Japanese dub of Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Ringo from Soul Hackers 2. Sothis in Fire Emblem Warriors. Like, there's just so much here. I'm like, oh, it's you. Aina from Monster Hunter Stories 2. Haruka from Scarlet Nexus. Like, she's in everything. Selene from Bravely Default 2. There's just so much here that I'm like, oh, it's you. Girl A from Our World Has Ended. Our World Has Ended was not a good game. I did not enjoy it. If others did, power to them, but it was not for me. Let's see, is there anything else that stands out for me? I've never watched Sound Euphonium, so it's kind of lost on me. No, okay, it only goes back to 2010. For Welcome to the Space Show. But holy crap, there's so much that like there's so much that I know this actress from already. So I'm super excited for that. All right, so let's have a look then at Pristimon, which is such a good design. Pristimon is being voiced by Mutsushin Tamura. I'm guessing that's a Google Translate issue. Hold on. Is it meant to be Mutsumi Tamura? It might be a Google Translate issue. Evil Eye from Dandadan. Lovely. Swindler from Akudama Drive. Let's see. Oh yeah, here. Let me jump. So see, I played Xenoblade 3 in English, so cool that Pristimon is voiced by Lance, but I'm not. That doesn't. Also in Tribe 9, Mita. Yeah, I remember him. Hermes and Eldis in JoJo. Let's see, what else we got? Hiro Amanokawa. Gee. So I'm looking forward now to seeing more of Mistimon. Not Mistimon, Jesus, Pristimon. Just knowing that Hiro is there. Kobayashi from Kobayashi. Let's see what else we got. Well, Koshiro from Last Evolution, Kizuna and Try, that makes sense because Hero. Finn from Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon. Nakuto from Fire Force. There's a lot of good roles here. Lanbun from Beyblade Burst Turbo. I don't know that. It's funny to think that Hiro Amanakawa and Kobayashi have the same actress. That's kind of funny. Yeah, a few Fire Emblem characters. Monster Hunter Stories protagonists. There's a lot here that like I'm aware of, but I haven't watched, so I have nothing to really attest for what the acting might be like for the character. Hero is Kakashi? Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Right, then Makoto. is Arasaki. Is it Arisa Sakine? Yeah, I think Google translates being a bit of a bitch again. Okay, Sakamoto Days I still need to watch. It is on the list. Along with Horimiya. I've heard a lot of good things about Horimiya. Young Noah. That's funny. So this is Makoto. This is the fancy boy. So in Ghost Game, they were Aoi, the Hawkmons, and the Orcamons. You know what? Ghost Game English dub that's meant to come out sometime this year, right? At least for the UK Ireland territory. So soon, I hope. There's your Ghost Game. Skate the Infinity, Special 7, Black Clover. Okay. Just a lot of characters in One Piece, and that's kind of it. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot for Makoto's voice actor. There's just, you know, a lot of background characters mostly. Right. So, Sharapmon. Like, still, what a name, Sharap. What have we got? Coco from Goddess of Victory Nikkei. Licorice Recoil. Liz from My Dress Up Darling. Seven Deadly Sins. Hawk. Monster Hunter Rise. Sophia from Persona 5. Oh, okay. Pearl Faye in the Ace Attorney anime. That's adorable. Poppy in Xenoblade 2, or Hana for the Japanese version. That's cute. Iris Watson for Great Ace Attorney. That's okay. That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. Ew, Mighty Number 9. Oh, Nico from Keysniver. I gotta go back and finish that. I have like the DVD box set for that show, and I think I'm only about I think we're only about like halfway through it. But cool, Nico from Keysniver. That's awesome. Akane from Durarara. So the big role seems to be Hawk from Seven Deadly Sins, right? That seems to be the thing that that the actor is most known for. Still, though, there's a lot of other roles in that resume, and I'm like, that's nice. So many people with Ancient Magnus Bride roles, right? So, Yohei, so for Kyo then, Yohei Azakami. So it's always like, it's good to kind of go through a resume, I think, to kind of get a feel for like what to expect from like delivery and such. So Kyo is I have not played Emio the Smiling Man yet, so I don't know. Detective Shiraki from Terminator Zero. Okay. Death Pierce from Seven Deadly Sins. Oh, Rio from Survive. Let's go. So Kyo. Okay, so Kyo is so from Rio to Kyo, huh? I mean, if you that's hilarious. So Kyo Sawashiro was previously voiced by Ryo Tominaga. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. What else we got? Seijiro Kamiyama from Sakura Wars? Yeah, sign me the fuck up. I did not realize Seijiro and Rio shared a voice actor. Yeah, sign me up for that one. Himuro from Retsuko. Himuro from Retsuko. That's fun. Okay, not a, like again. It's a that's fun though. With Seijiro here, I think I get Sanji from Ghost in the Shell here. I think I get an idea. I get an idea. Bose Brunnen in Atelier Ryza. In all three of them, I think. Is that it said? Yeah, Bose Brunnen, Atelier Ryza 3. And then Daiki Hamano. So let's see what the Husbando Wolf Warrior Furry Bait. Oh, Megalon and Unicorn Overlord. Glenn Lodbrok in 7 Rebirth. Interesting. Heavy Warrior and Goblin Slayer 2. Chiba from Neo, The World Ends With You. Interesting, okay. Savior from the original Daemon X Machina. Interesting. Okay. Daemon X Machina was an interesting game. But what else we got? Isekai Quartet. The Saga of Tanya the Evil. Interesting. Okay. A good couple of characters in Mob Psycho. Leaky Eye Luca in JoJo. Baby and Zoid's Wild. Damn. Oh, Go in Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns. Interesting. Okay. So for a few of them, it seems like it's their first time with Digimon. Sideswipe in Transformers in Robots in Disguise. Yeah, okay. That's a good So Digicode confirmed in Beatbreak? Both English and Japanese Digicode. Oh. I like all the main Digimon. Yeah, let me just swap over to Discord here for a second, because the images that we have so far, like that new key art is bloody amazing. Let me just pull that up for a second. Like, I love this. I do. I love this. I love how varied the character art, the character designs all are. Also, I'm loving the red panda with the Gatchmon arms. It's great. I also love the like the circuitry pattern on its head. I think that's just so cute. I think that's just so cute. Oh, Reiko has to take out the doggo. Boo! I mean, yay for doggos, but boo that you gotta leave us. Hopefully we'll see you back in a few minutes. Or, you know, whenever you're done. Agret's Gatchmon. Like, I'm sorry, but Murasame-mon looks like he's from the wrong show. He looks like he's from the wrong show. That sucks. Christymon looks like it's gonna shoot missiles out of its claws. He's so Bishi looking, though. Oh, good. So we got the proper renders. So Reina's design. Oh, I love this. I do. I love this. This is great. I actually need to look. I need to look at who the character designer is. Hold on. Takahiro Kojima. Murasame is a level 5. I think a level 4. I think Cougarmon is the level 3. But Renamon Husbando version. Yeah, like here he looks more like a Digimon. Here he looks like he'd be a suitable like Black Garurumon evolution. You know, he wouldn't look too out of place against Mach Gaugamon or I don't know. I'm sure there's other Digimon with championship belts, right? He wouldn't look too out of place like brawling against them. He's a big child level. If that thing is a child level, that is fantastic, because they really did just go for Husbando Renamon. You know, and I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be against it, because I think it's a funny idea. right? But he looks more like a Digimon here. But in that key art, I'm sorry, but he looks like he's in the wrong franchise. He looks like he's meant to be in some sort of like anthropomorphic, like old fantasy, like Slayers or something. Yeah, no, this is I believe this is an adult level. Like, if we're just gonna skip over using card game numbers to not confuse things, I believe this is an adult, not a child. But if this is a child level, that is hilarious. Because, you know, like we've had Angoramon in the last show, right? He was a Digimon that was kind of wiser that his years led on. So if this is a child level Digimon, that is fantastic. I hope it's not a child level, that'll make it feel creepy. Renamon's just looking at you like, first time? There also the thing I was saying, I need to look at the character designer and what they've worked on previously, right? Because looking at Kyo's outfit here, right? And then looking at Reina's outfit here, there's something inherently Gundam about these. There's something like modern Gundam about these outfits that I can't quite place my finger on. Takahiro Kojima. Okay, animation department. One Piece fan letter, Delicious Party Precure, Ghost Game secondary key animator, Eiga Oshir. Okay, Dragon Ball Super Broly. Really, is that all? I suppose designing the characters doesn't necessarily mean you put pen to paper and drew them, right? But there is just something inherently Gundam. Maybe it's because G-Quooks is in my head. But this guy would not be out of place telling you to get in the robot. I know that's an Evangelion reference, but you know what I mean. You know, he just looks like a Gundam character. Makoto here is just Uemano 2.0. Unfortunately, there's no way around that. I'm hoping, but he also looks like he should be in like Seven Deadly Sins or something, right? He looks like the blonde kid from that. Corviday says, I would happily have either the bat or the male Renamon as my partner. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the partner designs are they're so good. There's not a bad design among them. And they looked so good like in animation. We will get around to watching the trailer again in a second. Because they like, oh my god, the animation was so fluid and so pretty. And the partner Digimon looks so good in that you know, in that style, that none of the designs are letdowns. There's not a miss among them. sort of reminds me of Takaru. I get it with the blonde. I get it. But I think just with the blonde and the fancier dress, he's giving, for me anyway, he's giving you Amano vibes. But he does look like I do feel like he looks like the kid from Seven Deadly Sins. Looks like Winner. I don't see that. I think Tomorrow looks closer to Winner. But Hajime 2.0. Too tall for Hajime, but I get you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, so like we've seen, like it is nice to have like a full render of Tomorrow now without like the doorway or whatever it was behind him and all the weird lighting. It is nice to just have a render of the guy. Wait. Oh god, there's so much there. We'll get back to that. Okay, it is just lighting. I was like, wait, weren't his Crocs like blue or purple? But no, it's the sunset lighting on this image. Okay. So black Crocs. That's... You know, look, if they're comfy, they're comfy. I won't judge too harshly. But yeah, it's good. You know, it's weird. He looks older in this art. Like, without all this stuff behind him. He actually looks older in this artwork. Like, if you were to put that in front of me without context, I would not have said 15. But then you would say, no, he's only 15, and I would say, oh, of course he is, because it's an anime. Saint Seiya, I'm looking at you. All your characters look like they're like 19 to 22. But nope, they're all 14 and 15-year-olds. Geckomon's an adorable little goober. I don't know what else to say about him. So, could we just... I think this might be my favorite one. I'm sorry, but I think the puppet raccoon might be my favorite one. Again, look, I'm loving the circuitry design running up the face. The Gatchmon claws, I'm obviously a bit biased towards. The grumpy cat face on it is so adorable. It's so... Oh, yeah, Meg, see? Meg beat me to the grumpy bit. And I'm loving the stitching around the belly. I'm really hoping that those are teeth. This on its belly here, I'm really hoping these are teeth. Retsuko, is that you? Right? It's Agretz Gachmon. as Meg said earlier. Tails? Nah, Tails is a fox. With two tails. It's, you know, this is not Miles Prower, not even remotely. Except the fact that they both have orange fur, I guess. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one evolves. Truly looking forward to seeing how this one evolves. Do you think this one will be a waifu chat? Or do you think it will just be a big animal by the end? The tail looks like turbines or drill lines, maybe in Metal Empire line. That'd be fun. A puppet, but it's actually like Metal Empire. Yeah. Oh yeah, Meg is joining us from the Twitch chat, not the YouTube one. So if it looks like I'm talking to nobody when I'm responding to Meg, you can probably see Meg's chats come up at the bottom of the screen. But actually, just let me do something very brief here. There we go. Just I want it to be a grumpy older one. Ali says, with how things are going, unfortunately humanoid. Quite possibly, yeah. I think if this one evolves, it could have Tokomon teeth. You know what? I would not be against that. I would not be against it. Like, it just gets feral. That's a funny idea if it just gets feral. And then of course we have our bat. It's adorable. I'm very curious to see how this one evolves. I love I love this just wearing a jacket. It's very Is it weird to say it's giving kind of like Victorian vibes? Is that maybe I'm thinking of the wrong time frame? But it is giving like ye olde England vibes, right? Or ye olde Europe. For sure. I would die for this thing, says Ataro. Cyborg Tanuki woman. I mean, that'd be a fun idea. He'll digivolve into a bat ninja. You know what? I'd be okay with that. Just make it Batman? Sure. I'm still betting on Vamdemon or Devimon cousin based on the bat insignia. So yeah, it is. It's just Bat Hackmon. It is. But I'm super curious, like, because like we have the previews, right? Kinda, sorta. Let me scroll back here a bit. Right, so we have these, right? Kinda, sorta. To work out that, like, for a moment anyway, Pristimon is gonna be bipedal. For at least an evolution. Maybe something closer in color scheme to maybe Darulumon from Cross Wars. What if it just evolves into Vamdemon? That would suck. Honestly, that would suck. I would prefer, because it's new, that they all have new evolution lines. And not borrow from older evolutions. I remember during Ghost Game as well, people were convinced like Angoramon and Jellymon were going to become Digimon that already existed. Also, maybe it's just me, but it feels too soon. Because we just had Kaito in Digimon Survive, and his partner, Drachmon, becomes Vamdemon. No, look, that is a lot of that is down to limited Digimon pool, because these games don't make new characters for the games, right? In a perfect world, the Survive cast would have had a whole new evolution line between them, right? Each, right? But because Kaito already just had a Vamdemon, I don't know if I wouldn't want Sharapmon here to also become a Vamdemon. Also, Geckomon just looks like it's gonna get turned into like I don't know, some sort of like Tyranitar gecko looking thing, like just based on the body over here, and then what we're seeing of this. The bat is the most interesting one, because for the up close preview, all we have is this. We don't have anything like this and this to go off of. Right? If I go further back up the Beatbreak chain. Well, yeah. Oh, never mind. That one's Murasame. Never mind. That one's Murasame. I don't think I think what happened was when we first got this image, I think everyone, myself included, just presumed that these bat ears were like just gaps in the imagery, like part of the background. But no, this is the bat Digimon here. And that's Murasame in the background, and then we have Gekomon and Pristimon. It's very funny to see, and this, I think this also just confirms that Murasame. I have to go. Well, I'm sure we'll get the profile, but this might just confirm that Murasame is an adult level if these are going to be the adults for the other two. But let me drop down here because I know we got some information. Oh! Yep. Perfect level. Alright, so Murasame-mon is a perfect level. That is ultimate in the Western term, not the Japanese. Based on... Oh god, it all filled in. Wonderful. Based on... Did the other entries just... Did they get deleted? Yeah, it says rookie here, so... Yeah, so perfect level. Damn. Yeah, go with the new one. Fair. So, it's usually found sleeping in its pre-evolve form, Cougarmon. So Cougarmon is the adult level for this one then, possibly, rather than the child level? Maybe. We'll go back and look at the trailer in a second, because he was definitely holding something else in the trailer. So... He's also... The bat is an otaku. That is hilarious to me. Likes Digimon observation. My name is Misaki Kuno, and I will be playing Sharapmon. A friend of mine who loves Digimon once said to me, "Mi-chan, please play a Digimon one day," and I answered, "Okay." It became my dream to one day play a Digimon. For that reason, I am personally very happy to have had this opportunity. The recording sessions are also a lot of fun. I will do my best to portray Sharapmon, so please look forward to it. Amazing. Responsible for Golden Dawn's analysis and the annoying stuff, according to Reina. Although he has a serious personality, he can sometimes be ruthless with his words towards others. Okay. 16 years old, Golden Dawn's loose cannon. Her role is to attract enemies on the front lines. In an attempt to break through stalemates, she often runs out of E-pulse and collapses. Oh. Oh boy. So is it going to be like a Taiki thing where she overexerts herself and just collapses mid-activity? I am truly honored to have the opportunity, according to Tomoyo Kurosawa, I am truly honored to have the opportunity to participate in the new horizon of Digimon as the voice of Reina. Since she is a girl with a lot of bite, there are a bunch of chances to have fun playing around during daily recordings. So I'm looking forward to what's to come. Please support us. Aww. Pristimon's VA. I've been fortunate to have had the opportunity to be involved in a variety of Digimon projects. This time I will be playing a Digimon. Many of the Digimon are very innocent characters, and watching them made me feel love for them and my heart ache. Now I want to work hard. To become someone who can move people's hearts in that way. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of Digimon I'll meet this time and what kind of bonds we'll see. Aww. Great, the aggro drawer who isn't the tank to deal with it. But yeah, I have no idea that Shirokmon will replace the partner I planned for the magical girl that uses blood in my fic. That little guy looks great. Yeah, Shirokmon's a great design. Makoto's actress said, Digimon Adventure is my favorite. Yeah, you and 90% of the fan base. Is my favorite, and the show I've watched the most in my life. When it was decided that I would be involved in the Digimon series as... That's a typo. Oh no, it's not. Kuwanji. Okay, Makoto Kuwanji. See, I read it first name, surname, so that just didn't look right. Okay. The excitement, thrills, and sparkles I felt as a child came back to me, as I had always admired the chosen children, but had given up on becoming one after becoming an adult. Together with Makoto, I will give it my all so that Digimon Beatbreak will be loved by many people. Aww. Kyo Sawashiro, Yohei Azakami. It's been about 25 years since I was engrossed in watching Digimon Adventure back then. Was that the audition process? Was that the audition process? You gotta go into the studio, you introduce yourself. Hi, my name is such and such. I love Digimon Adventure. You're hired. Since I was engrossed in watching Digimon Adventure back then, I never thought I would be able to appear in a TV series that is still ongoing. I want to brag to my younger self about it. While remembering the excitement I felt back then, while once again feeling the bond between friends and partners, I will do my best to play the role of Kyo, and thank you very much. Aww. Daiki Hamano, Murasamemon. I'll be the voice of Murasamemon. My name is Daiki Hamano. It was June in 1997 when I was in the 4th grade. I held my allowance in hand and met up with a friend to go to a local toy store called Akaikutsu. We competed by pressing the small buttons of the Digimon game we had acquired as hard as we could. Nearly 30 years have passed since then. I am thrilled to have been given the dream opportunity to play a Digimon. I will use this feeling as fuel to evolve and do my best to help create a Digimon series that many people can become obsessed with. Oh, the passion's there. Did it say that Murasamemon hates mint? Yeah, they all have their likes and dislikes. So Murasamemon obviously likes training and sleeping, dislikes mint. Also virus attribute, which is fun. Kyo likes cooking and sewing, hates waking up early. Birthday is November 11th. And is 22 years old. I love Digimon Adventure. You're hired. Yeah. I love Digimon Universe. There's the door, never come back. Yep. Yeah, never. Do not darken our doorstep ever again. Bandai, probably. So Shropmon hates crowds, and I think Corvidae said earlier, like, that's valid. Also a virus attribute. Christymon is a vaccine. Likes black tea. That's interesting. Dislikes strong perfume. Reina... Is that May 7th or July 5th? She likes almond jelly and collecting plushies and dislikes snakes. Yeah, why did it have to be snakes, eh? May 7th. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. January 20th for tomorrow. Okay. Likes Hamburg steak and drumming. Dislikes broccoli and rules. Coward. Geckomon likes minced meat cutlet. Dislikes patience. Fair enough. That's valid. Who doesn't like a bit of mincemeat cutlet? So the E-pulse, human thoughts and emotions are converted into energy. The quality and strength varies from person to person, and also changes depending on physical and mental state. The Sapotama, an egg-shaped device equipped with supporting AI that runs on E-pulse. So this is the Digivice for the show then. They have become widely used and society is designed around the assumption that people own them. Oh, lovely! A team of cleaners looking to make a living as bounty hunters. The leader is Kyo Sawashiro. So I'm guessing cleaners in the context of like cleaning up messes and such, right? They're not a group of janitors. Cleaner. A bounty hunter whose goal it is to capture wanted criminals and solve Digimon cases. Oh, okay, yeah, so we're Hootie. Great. Hootie finally got an anime. Cool. E-Pulse, behind this remarkable okay. So E-Pulse, which is generated by human thoughts and emotions, was used as the energy source for the AI support device, Sapotama. Behind this remarkable development, a terrifying monster appears. Digimon are living beings that evolve by consuming E-Pulse. Tomorrow Tenma... Is it 2 ors or 1 or? I feel like I've seen his name spelt like 3 different ways. Yeah. Anyway. Tomorrow Tenma is drawn into an extraordinary experience after meeting Geckomon, who suddenly appears from his Sapotama. While living together with Kyo Sawashiro and other members of the bounty hunting team Golden Dawn, Tomorrow, spelled normally, as in the word tomorrow, renews his resolve. I hate being this girl, but Bandai, I will fix your typos for free. You don't even need to pay me. For fuck's sake. Anyway, sorry. So digivices, quote unquote, in the case of like what people use in Cyber Sleuth. That's what it seems to be. That is what it seems to be. It's not a traditional digivice. And people said Appmon wasn't a Digimon show. This show doesn't even have real digivices. Yes, this is me stirring the pot. It's like I said, this is the only thing close to an adaptation of Cyber Sleuth. It's also like Cyber Sleuth in that the new tech accidentally puts humans in contact with Digimon. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Data cleaner. Yeah, that sounds fun. All right. So these are Geckomon's like baby forms, right? But what is this thing? I think I saw Corvidae or Ali earlier say it's the Fanbimon Morphomon baby. It's a Morphomon. It probably looks ugly. Okay, so it is the Funbimon baby. Okay. Bit random. It just looks like it's screeching. Don't let me go with him! Let me go, let me go, let me go! Pururumon. Poo-poo. Oh, poo-poo as in pupa. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, nope. This is still my favorite one. This thing is amazing. This Digimon is amazing. Also, what is it kicking here? Is this Cougarmon? Also, the stitches on the legs, it's like some sort of like zombie, some sort of like zombie doggo. I really love this. This has to be new, right? I'd say this might be Murasamemon's adult form, because just based on the color scheme, I'm really digging the fact that it's like its legs are stitched onto its body like a zombie. That's such a fun idea. Okay. Okay, so we'll watch the trailer again. The Tanuki looks pretty similar to Shushumon. I thought there was a bunny Digimon, but I was wrong. That was the kid character with the weird face paint. New Undead Digimon? I hope so. Actually, you know what? It's just that voice, that opening voice coming from the Sapotama. Not to kind of like, I don't want to delve too deeply into the Cyber Sleuth stuff again, because I feel like we're already doing a lot of that with Liberator. But that is very similar to the voice that greets you at the start of the Cyber Sleuth games when you're logging into like the chat rooms for the first time. Did that say Hikari Gauka? Oh, Hikari Gahama. Hikari Kahama. Okay. Just, I wouldn't have put it past them to have it set in Hikari Gauka, just because references. Pristimon is from Pristinalurus, an extinct species of red panda. Yeah, like the Mr. Navit thing, yeah. Enjoy chat! You know, that voice at the start. Okay. A world that achieved development through emotionally generated energy. Could you imagine that in our world? We'd be so screwed. Even more so. Right. I know I keep starting and stopping, but it's more for like, so we can talk about it and react to it and be, you know, fair use and all that. So, probably that's why it's a puppet rather than an actual mammal. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
理想的ね。なんかつまんなくね。デジモン
So it hatches from the Digitama, quote unquote, the the Sapotama, and goes from baby to in training to child level like immediately. It just breaks through each evolution stage and goes straight to child level. Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, Gamamon was just Gamamon when they met, right? Blacktailmon Hoover just dropped off Gamamon and was like, hey, it's your problem now. So, I don't mind that. But it will be interesting, like, when these characters, like, finally make it to the card game, that they do have at least proto designs for what the unevolved forms will look like. So. Also, yeah, the licking of the eyeball thing. When actual lizards do that, it's just like, ugh. How do you not feel that? Like, ugh. But look, he's doing a bite. He's just like Gamamon. Tasty, tasty human. It's so funny. Oh my god, that is so good. Can we listen to that again? Oh, I love it. I love this so much. Okay, and then he's kicking the zombie dog. Thermal camera, so who's spying on them? Oh! Oh wow! Okay, oh, okay, so is this why Tomorrow didn't get goggles in the traditional sense? Complete menace, I know, right? And because they wear like these kind of like cyberspace kind of goggles for doing their data cleaning job. Okay. I didn't notice that on the first go around because it was more of a new stuff, shiny, that's fun, animation, very pretty. But you know, I know Tiny Iron Fist was saying that the CGI hands are distracting. If anything, I'm just happy it means that this show has a budget. I'm just happy it means that it looks like they actually gave this anime a budget to be able to do that kind of stuff. Now, let me play devil's advocate here on that. Let me play devil's advocate on that. This could all be episode 1, and then it all just goes to basic. It just goes back to basic animation. This all could just be special stuff for episode 1, right? The budget could get the budget could be at episode 1, and then it just defaults at like from episode 2 onward, right? That is entirely possible. So if I'm to play devil's advocate on this, it could just be something to make the show look fancy and futuristic or whatever in episode 1, and then we never see it again. They did that too, and the app drive in Applemon was CG at points, and like a lot of Appmon's budget went into the Super Appmon being 3D CGI while everyone else was 2D. So it's entirely possible. They did say that only 2 episodes were completed so far. I think they meant they'd only done recording 2 episodes. Although with the way the animation industry is, with the way the anime industry is, would I be surprised if there's only 2 completed actual episodes also? No. I mean, Adventure 2020, if we go back and look at that looked like it was being completed week to week. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. I would hope that enough love and attention and foreshadowing, or not foreshadowing, planning has gone into this, that they at least have 10 episodes animated, and now they're just dubbing them. Right? That would be my hope. But I don't know. If this is also just week to week, it wouldn't shock me. Cardfight Vanguard Overdress. One amazing unit clash sequence in episode 1, and then only a trickle the rest of the season. I felt scammed by Overdress. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that about Overdress. Also, okay, there is no I look. Let me just go back here like a couple of frames. Oh. There is nothing, and I say this as someone who is guilty of it. There is nothing more relatable than what is happening in this scene. Getting on public transport, and it doesn't matter if you're sitting down or you're standing up or you're holding on to the little handlebar thing above you. Everyone's on their phone. And I'm not even trying to be like ratchety old woman yells at cloud, kids these days looking at their screens. You don't know what people are doing. Some people are watching sports like this guy. Others are reading the newspaper. Others are texting family or making plans for the week. Right? You don't know what people are doing on their devices, and it's none of your business. However, relatable content on the screen right here. Fucking relatable. So, holding your eggs. Yes, sitting on the train holding your egg. Right? Show me more of your beat. So, are we gonna be like? Is this gonna be the music show that Cross Wars started out as? One of my favorite things that ever happened was watching an older lady reading a letter so intently that she walked into a pole. I remember you telling me about that. Yeah. Oh no, I still had the video loaded when I jumped forward there. That's where we were. Oops. I can't say anything. I normally find something to read on my phone to pass the time. Exactly! Like, everyone's doing something different on their devices. And I hate this idea of people yelling at others for, like, oh, you're stuck in your screens. I felt scammed by most of the new reboot of Vanguard, mainly for one reason. It made it look at the beginning like the cross-dressing of the main character would be an important part of the character. It isn't. Oh! Oh, that's rude. Also, I didn't trust that this reboot would last, considering it has already rebooted a reboot that didn't last long. Yeah, the Vanguard anime seemed to fall off a bit once they were done with like the with the Aichi and like Ren characters, right? All right. So we've only like about 10 seconds left of this trailer. So show me more of your beat. So Cross Wars started off trying to be very a very musically inclined show, right? That's why Shoutmon and Greymon have headphones. It's why the Crossloader looks like a microphone. It's why rock music is so ingrained in Shoutmon's character, and like the Starmon was redesigned to have like Kamina glasses and, you know, rockstar shit, you know. But so I wonder if they're gonna kind of revisit this, or is like the E-Pulse just going to be is that just going to take over here? Music Wars? It could have been. So bad they rebooted the entire game. Yeah. It just like with Vanguard, it just didn't also help that there was a booster pack every month, and you know, if you're if the clan or family or whatever that you built around wasn't part of that booster pack, you felt power creep more than anyone, and probably had to wait 7 to 12 months before your clan came back around. They're taking inspiration from Donkey Kong Bonanza. Oh, Ataro, don't get me started. I cannot put that game down. I think I'm about halfway through it. I've come to my first, without spoiling. I won't spoil anything, obviously. I think I'm about halfway through. I came to my first Great Divide, you know, shall we say. And now I've cycled back around to take the other path. But, oh my god, I could not put that game down. Anyway, glitch the future. And I'm sorry, he's just such a little gremlin here. Hold on. Can we land on a screenshot of him? Yeah, oh wow, that's perfect. Look at him go. I guess he's about to evolve here or something, but look at him go. He's such a little goober. I love him. Also, is that the Sapotama within him? Is that like the E-Pulse fuel tank or whatever? October 5th. So that's the same week as Time Stranger, right? Are we actually getting Time Stranger on a Thursday and Beatbreak on a Sunday? Or Time Stranger on a Friday? Is that what's happening here? He will fuck you up. Yeah. So I wonder about that. Tomorrow commenting on how perfect things are and the glitch the future references. Oh, there's art. Is there artwork already? Yeah, I saw that coming. Look how done it is. Poor Pristimon is just so done. 3 days before. That's insane. Like that, we are getting Time Stranger and Beatbreak in the same week. That's incredible. Limage with the Sharapmon artwork, wonderful. And oh yeah, the Adventure Kids, because it is Odaiba Memorial Day, in case we've forgotten. In all of this. So happy Odaiba Day, everybody. Ew. Ugh. Right. What we got in the meat? Aww. It's summertime. It's summertime. A barbecue will be held to encourage the main character of the new TV anime Beatbreak to be broadcast in October for the 25th anniversary of Vmon and the 15th anniversary of Shoutmon. Eat a lot and do your best. Aw, look at them! This is so cute! I love this! Look at this! Aww! Aw, Vmon's feeding it cutlets, and Shoutmon's just pouring a drink. This is great! I love this! What the fusion of Diablomon and Pokemon is that? Oh, that artwork? Hold on, I think I know what you mean. This thing? That's Diablomon X Antibody. Oh, another... yeah, people have definitely taken to the cute bat. That's good. Who loves orange soda? Geckomon loves orange soda. Is it true? Mm-hmm. But this is great. I love this artwork. Oh, I can take these headphones off now. It's basically a second health bar. Yeah. Wow. That's an X antibody? Yeah, hold on, let me pull up the official art. Diablomon X. Wikimon, why? Is the site overloaded with the new news? I've never seen Wikimon do this. What the hell? Alright, hold on. Ugh. There. That's the concept art of it. It's been down for a while now. Ah. Pants are overrated. Zoran Gavoyich lives strong in our channel. Anyway. But yeah, this is Diablomon X Antibody. I'm trying to see if there's like official art, if I can pull up his official artwork. But if Wikimon is down, yeah, all the good images are from Wikimon, and it's down, so... Oops. Oh yeah, Ogudumon X apparently exists. Yeah, sorry. There is Digimon Wiki. Yeah, it's not popping on any of the... Oh, well, oh god, do I trust a fat Wikimon France? Fuck it. Beggars can't be choosers, right? So there's official art of it. Enjoy that, nightmare. Hey, Wario, good to see you. Ogudomon X, you exist, therefore you can't do anything against me. Yeah, yeah, he's a bit OP. To answer Wario's question, though, it does not say. Does it? It doesn't say anything here about where it debuted, so I do not remember. As for Ogudomon X, try and make out where the Digimon is in that design. Have fun with that one. See, this is my problem with X Antibody Digimon. But today is not the day for that rant. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, hold on. We've got the Charlie Day Always Sunny fucking cork board out for this one. So, Mr. Navit, as the Sapotama. The wheel here looks like the Digivice wheel from Cyber Sleuth. Kenji, I fucking hate eggs. Blue outfit, leader of the Golden Dawn. His neck is covered, his neck isn't here. He's kind of got yellow on him, so that's this. Clearly, same character. Clearly. Yeah, yes, I remember this incredible piece of writing from Hacker's Memory. My real name is Kyo Sawashiro. I am the Digimon Beatbreak. That we all remember that. We all remember that epic moment in Hacker's Memory, right? And then Mr. Navitt, Vice President of Golden Dawn. Wow. So it's all connected. It's all connected. No, seriously, you just need Charlie Day like in front of it doing the pose, and you've got it. BL Starmon X, she exists, but I have to take the browser down if I want to even pull up a base image because I don't trust the internet. It also doesn't help that, like, one of the first images, like, of her, oh, the Saver's Head Rider and one main girl in red and pink. It's not looking good for Reina. Don't go there. Don't go there. Like, I'm not over BL Starmon X basically because of this artwork. I can put the browser back on screen now. I'm not over, like, God. Is it this? No, it's not that one. Her legs are actually well proportioned on that artwork. I think it's her New Century art where one of her legs is, yeah. God, I don't like having to load up Twitter for this, but like, what the hell happened here? Did AI make this image? There is actually speculation and scuttlebutt on that question, but like what the hell happened here with this leg, and then compare it to like the other leg? Like, what the hell happened? What the hell, browser? Well, there we go. My cursor still... Nope, my cursor's not being captured for some reason. Oh well. But yeah. It's so needless with the weird-ass proportions. Yeah, it reeks of AI. I really hope it wasn't AI, but it kind of... Like, even her arm here with the gun extended is longer than her fucking leg here. And if it's not AI, the artist had no business going for a perspective that they couldn't do. Like, if this kind of perspective shot isn't your forte, it's okay to do something else, you know? So I really hope it's not AI, but I can't take Bellstarmon X seriously anymore because all I ever think of is this image. It's all I ever think of is this. But anyway. Like, don't get me wrong, like, the animation, like, she looks good in game, but I just could never take her seriously anymore because of that artwork. This is straight up objectification. Digimon's been doing that for a few years. Like, Anjuwamon, you know, with her asymmetrical onesie. Lady Devimon X. Oof. It's kind of made me. I will say though, I don't have anything against it. You know, sexy characters have as much right to exist as, you know, plain Jane characters. Like, everyone's valid, right? Everyone's valid. I don't have a problem with it. You know, just let people like what they like. However, I am very happy to see that the latest, like, modern era of Digimon, Seekers, Liberator, potentially Beatbreak, who knows, there hasn't really been any sort of, like, Centralmon is it, like, Centralmon is a waifu, but she's not a tarted up, she's not sexualized. Queen Beemon isn't either. Yukidarumon isn't even a waifu. She's you know, a head in a jar with ski boots. You know, there's even Ghost Game. You know, fucking, like, Amphimon is a waifu, but she's not made to be. Amphimon is attractive, but she's not made to be fawned over. And then Amphimon is just a walking suit of armor, which is great. You even in Liberator, like Elizamon, Medusamon, you know, is a bit too. She's not a waifu in the traditional sense. She's a bit more punk rock goth. You know, you'd probably find her in a mosh pit kind of design than anything else. So I like, as much as I feel that, like, it's all valid, it's all fiction, it's all, Digimon aren't real, sadly. So, you know, do whatever you want, provided it's not illegal. But it is nice to see that this current generation we're in has a bit of nuance and restraint to it. And then that way, when you do get something like Venusmon, it's like, oh, she kind of stands out more, you know? Because she's not lost. And I know Venusmon's been around for a while. I just kind of picked the first one that came to mind. But when you get something like that, she stands out more because she doesn't get lost in a sea of scantily clad waifu Digimon. You know what I mean? You know, and yeah, there's plenty of sexy male Digimon. There's probably not enough compared to the amount of their female presenting counterparts. And I only use the term presenting in this case because of tamers and the whole Digimon don't have gender thing. But, you know, some Digimon their data presents male, and others their data presents female. There's probably not enough. But, like, it is what it is. You know, maybe I'm just used to it. Maybe because I've just seen this franchise change and evolve for 26 years that I'm just like, it doesn't faze me anymore. Maybe it's just that. But Digimon is just getting better and better designs as time passes. Oh yeah, a lot of the designs we're getting are so good. I'm really looking forward to seeing what these Beatbreak characters turn into now, because if this is what we have to look forward to with their child levels, or perfect in the case of Murasamamon, then I can't wait to see what else they have planned to kind of to keep this going. There's a lot of good and a lot of intrigue. Also, yes, this part where Gekkomon is just running along and it's so good. Also, how CG everything is stands out a lot more in this shot while it's been freeze framed, because the apartment block looks real. This looks like a meme. This looks like somebody drew Gekkomon over like an actual photo of an apartment block. So yeah, I can get what I can understand. I can appreciate why the CG isn't for everyone, but again, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic because Ghost Game had a lot of goodwill going for it going into it, and then kind of just fell apart the longer it went on. I saw 100 episodes mentioned earlier, and I'm like, please be good. Be as long as you want, as long as it's consistent. You know, unlike 2020, where 2020 ended at episode 50, and then they just made another arc. Because, oh crap, the crests exist. Then we got a lot of good episodes out of it, sure. But it was pointless in the end of things, right? In the overall grand scheme of things, it was kind of pointless. But Ghost Game, because Ghost Game had no real plot or connective tissue to it, the longer it went on, the kind of more of a chore it became to watch. And I did see the question earlier, I think it might have been Theron, asking like how well did Ghost Game do overseas, because like the Western fan base kind of tuned out the longer it went on, and yeah, they did. We saw that while we were watching it, that the longer Ghost Game went on, the less there were like weekly reviews from other content creators, or there was just less discussion overall, or you know, social media excitement kind of plateaued. And then the same thing happened with Seekers. Everyone went in like, oh, this is going to be amazing. There's a real mature adult, not like adult, but like a more mature grown up setting. And then, you know, there's a lot of goodwill going into Seekers, and then it's badly AI translated for a whole chapter, and you're waiting week to week for anything to happen. And one of the chapters is Eiji goes to Abaddon Electronics. There were holographic posters on the wall. He flirts with the receptionist. Then Ryu Senji comes to pick him up from the lobby. And then you're waiting another week to find out what happens next. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I love the character designs. I love the Digimon designs. I don't think that can be stated enough. But in terms of where my hype is and if it's going to actually be good, or whether the show itself, you know, we're not going to know that until October. A dude married an Agumon Black. Yeah, he did. Kosuke just ended up shacking up with Black Agumon because, well, it was carrying the soul of his fiancée until her father, you know, turned off her life support. So yeah, Digimon Seekers was kind of wild. Digimon Seekers was it had some really interesting twists and turns. The problem is you were waiting too long for them to actually happen. If anybody has not read Digimon Seekers, the whole thing, because the whole thing is out now, I would say go and read it. It is certainly an interesting time in the franchise's history. But it's not good. Again, it's I don't know. I feel like the franchise has gone through a bit of this where it has a lot of good ideas and you can see what it wants to do, but the execution just isn't there. And that's why I feel, you know, I empathize with a lot of the chat's wait and see approach for Beatbreak, because we've been down this road before with different aspects of things. So I'm cautiously optimistic. Cautiously optimistic. The only thing I'm certain of in life right now, though, is that Rule 34 exists of Murasamemon. And probably Reina as well. That is it. Right now, that is the only thing I am certain on about Beatbreak. But again, look, we'll find out more. I'm sure we'll get more teasers and more trailers. You know, the preview event happening in September is going to be very eye-opening. I'm sure the episode will leak out from that event, because somebody will go in with a camera in their glasses or something and just record the damn thing, and then it'll be on every torrent site. So we're going to get an idea of it sooner rather than later before it airs. Beat leak, yeah. Leak break. The Digimon leak break is going to happen. Oh, wait, no, that sounds like a toilet break. I really hope the show isn't a toilet break. I really hope it's not. I want it to be good. Please be good. Please be good. Ooh, well, I can't take that one back. An early perfect level Digimon is an interesting change. It is. And I think it says a lot to Kyo being older. Right? I think it says a lot to Kyo being like, what did the graphic say? He's 22. So him having like a fully evolved Digimon is an interesting change. And yes, I am like, perfect levels were called perfect for a reason before before Ultimate or Mega turned up, right? Perfect was supposed to be fully evolved, and then Mega was like, whoa, we've broken the barriers. We're seeing some serious shit, boys. You know, and some media still holds to that. Perfect is fully evolved, and then later on it's like, oh, you've gone beyond. So, you know, just bear with me. Bear with me. But Murasamemon here being perfect level, I think speaks to Kyo's age, probably says a lot about how long they've been together, probably says a lot about how deep their bond is, that he can hold this form. But I'm very curious to just see how sleepy he is throughout the whole show, and rather just be like, nah, I'm gonna devolve and just catnap. Honestly, I just want to see this Cougarmon just catnap for half the show. You know, he could be like that character where, like, he does nothing, but then once he actually gets to work, he just wipes out armies. You know, that kind of character. You know, he'll wipe out armies just because they disrupted his sleep or something, you know? I think I think that'd be funny. Be a bit old school. I don't think we've seen a character like that in media in general for a while. So that could be a nice throwback. But But I'm loving I'm loving our red panda friend. I'm loving Gekomon. I'm loving Sharapimon, Pristimon. They're all such good designs. I don't feel that like I didn't come out of this presentation feeling like somebody got the somebody got the runt of the litter, so to speak. You know? So I'm again cautiously optimistic. Murasame-mon's theme song will be something to look forward to. Well, look, nothing's ever going to beat Bancho Leomon's theme song, so he might get close. Not Liberator close. That would be weird. AJ, why would you say such a thing? Oof. All right. Next topic. Yeah, no, you know what? I think that's kind of where we'll finish up. The girls committing wrongs. Yeah, I tend to do that. I should probably stop. But God, it is 2:15 in the morning. Murasame-mon needs to meet a Leomon. Oh, for sure. They would be Bash brothers. They would be friends who fight. Be like Bancho Leomon. Oh, there we go. And Gonkumon in Cyber Sleuth. Yeah, they bond with their fists and they fight for fun. You know, stuff like that. But yeah, look, it's 2:15 in the morning, so I'm gonna finish up here. Myself and Meg will be back in like 20 hours? Am I mathing right there? 21 hours, I guess, with Digimon Adventure 02. We're going to be watching through episodes 7, 8, and 9. And then, you know, if any new Beatbreak stuff has come out between now and then, we'll cover it as an addendum to this stream. And then, you know, I think it's all rock on for the future. I can't rock on for tomorrow. There was a better pun there. Yeah, it's gone. The moment's gone. The moment has not been prepared for. But thank you to everyone who tuned in and watched along with us. It was great to have you all. I really enjoyed getting your feelings on things, and I think we're all kind of in the same boat. I think we're all in the same boat on this, in that, you know, it looks good and we like the designs, but we're hedging our bets, right? We're all a bit wait and see at the moment. And that's good. I think cuz there's no real deeper meaning that I have for it. I just think it's fun that we're like all on the same page, and I think it speaks to our experiences with Digimon that we're kind of all on the same page about this stuff. So but until then, until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Odaiba Memorial. Post your Digivice photos or something on the Discord. I don't know. Let's celebrate Odaiba Day. Happy time zone. Yeah, it is sleepy time, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where in the world you've been watching this from. I have been a solo AJ, not joined by Miss Megmon. Well, but we will both see you later. Until tomorrow. Bye. Take care of yourselves. And get out of here!
でも忘れられないこの経験のおかげで別人この成長 Baby look at me I'm a fighter もう壊れないこれからは騙されやしないお前のおかげで別人この成長 Baby look